हेलो स्टूडेंट्स। जैसा कि आपने देखा होगा कि क्लास में आज इंडियन लिटरेचर नहीं लिखा है, कुछ और लिखा था। उसका रीज़न ये था कि इंडियन लिटरेचर तो हम लोग कॉन्टिन्यूस में पढ़ेंगे ही। मेरे को कुछ मन में आया कि आपको कुछ ऐसा हम पढ़ा दें जो हमारे मन में बहुत दिनों से चल रहा था, कि कुछ बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट कलेक्शन हमारे दिलो दिमाग में है। और उसको मैंने काफ़ी 2019 के लिए उसको कलेक्ट भी किया था मैंने, जो हमारे शायद स्टडी मटेरियल में उसका कुछ हिस्से होंगे। बट नाउ what I wish to teach you is something which is more dynamic, more updated, and it will help you a lot, जिसकी शायद आप तमन्ना भी करते होंगे कि हमारा जो एक्सपर्टीज है वो इतने सालों का है, जो आपको हम दे भी पाएं समय समय पे। तो आज हम थोड़ा सा मिक्स एंड मैच पढ़ने वाले हैं, लेकिन जो भी हम पढ़ाएंगे वो 99 नहीं बल्कि 100% इम्पोर्टेंट होगा, मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट होगा। एंड आफ्टर completing my lecture you will feel that thing. So I will just directly start with, and हमारे क्वेश्चन को, हमारे पढ़ाने को आप अपने लिए क्वेश्चन आंसर समझिएगा। हम पढ़ा रहे होंगे लेकिन उसको आप समझिएगा कि सर हमसे क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हैं कि क्या मुझे ये आता है, क्या मुझे नहीं आता है, क्या आपने कभी इसको सुना है, क्या नहीं सुना है। अगर हम इसको नहीं पढ़ते तो क्या होता, अगर हमको सर ये बातें नहीं बताते तो क्या होता। In this way you will be actually motivated and updated, and you will feel that yes, it is actually a blessing to be my student for UGC NET in English, and I hope you will all get success, and you will make me proud as well as OSN Academy proud. So I want maximum students should qualify this year because I am putting a lot of effort with all of you. Okay, then we let's start. Good afternoon all of you students. देखिए, एक नाम है वर्क का, उसका नाम है 6 कैरेक्टर्स इन सर्च ऑफ एन ऑथर। 6 कैरेक्टर्स इन सर्च ऑफ एन ऑथर इज रिटन बाय लुइगी पिरांडालो। एंड 6 कैरेक्टर्स इन द सर्च ऑफ एन ऑथर, यह है क्या? It is a 1921 Italian play by Luigi Pirandello, and it is an absurd play and known as meta theater play. What is meta theater play? It is a theater within theater. I will also explain you little bit summary of this play, which is also very important. The father marries a peasant woman and had a son with him. Later on, she runs away with a male secretary with whom she had 3 children, and the son she left become hostile and antagonist. The father is attracted to his stepdaughter as she work, and as soon as the father is about to be seduced by his stepdaughter, mother enters and reveals their relationship. They both express their disgust and outrage, and the manager agrees for their story. आप यहां पे ये नहीं समझ पाए होंगे कि यहां पे ये क्यों मैंने बोला कि द मैनेजर अग्रीज फॉर देयर स्टोरी। शायद आप हमसे पूछ नहीं पाए होंगे या समझ नहीं पाए होंगे। द मैनेजर अग्रीज फॉर देयर स्टोरी। नाउ आई विल जस्ट ब्रीफ यू कि इसमें शुरुआत कैसे हुई है, तब आप ये समझ पाएंगे कि द मैनेजर अग्रीज फॉर देयर स्टोरी क्यों मैंने बोला। See what happens in this play. An acting company prepares themselves for the rehearsal of the play, mixing it up by Luigi Pirandello. And few moments before the rehearsal, the company is unexpectedly interrupted by the arrival of 6 people. They inform the director that they are the unfinished character and are in dire search of an author. The manager considers them mad, but soon after the argument he agrees. So this story begins as such. तभी मैंने आपसे कहा the manager agrees for the story. Clear? So ये जरूर आप पढ़िएगा। Then my next author which I would like to share with you is Nuruddin Farah. Nuruddin Farah is a prominent Somali novelist, and he has written plays both for stage and radio. He has been claimed as one of the great contemporary writers in the world, is also a nominee for Nobel Prize in Literature. And his first novel, From a Crooked Rib of 1970, tells the story of a nomad girl who flees from an arranged marriage to a much older man. A naked needle led him to warm against the content he wrote for the work. And he also wrote trilogies. एक का नाम था Blood in the Sun, then Sweet and Sour Milk, Sardine, Close Sesame. And his reputation was cemented by his most famous novel Maps, M-A-P-S. और Maps क्या है? This is the first part of his Blood in the Sun trilogy. Trilogy का मतलब होता है 3. तो Maps जो है वो first part of his trilogy है Blood in the Sun. And Maps was set during Ogaden conflict in 1977. And it has a technique of second-person narrative for exploring the questions of the cultural identity in the post-independence world. And his most recent trilogy are Links, L-I-N-K-S, Knots, K-N-O-T-S, Crossbones, and his latest novel is Hiding in Plain Sight of 2014. He has written a number of plays also, like A Dagger in Vacuum, A Spread of Butter, The Offering. So this is about Nuruddin Farah. Now, the third author which I am going to share with you is Isabel Allende. Isabel Allende is a Chilean author born in Peru, and her first novel is The House of the Spirits, which was published in 1982, and her work sometimes contains certain aspects of magic realism. And The House of the Spirits, it consists of the Truba family, 4 generations, and political upheaval of child is to be considered here in this novel. She has written a book known as Paula, P-A-U-L-A, a 1995 memoir of her childhood in Santiago. And it is written as an anguished letter to her daughter, who suffered from porphyria. Paula, The Son of One Days, 2008, is a memoir which focuses on her recent life with the family. A very popular work, a novel, is Island Beneath the Sea. Island Beneath the Sea is set in New Orleans. Then you have to also know some of the contemporary writers. You can write it down also. Akhil Sharma. Akhil Sharma, who is known for his family life. The novel name is Family Life. And his first published novel is An Obedient Father. And this novel won the PEN Award, P-E-N. Then Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, contemporary African writer. Her novel Purple Hibiscus is a Bildungsroman depicting the life experiences of a family during a some military corps. And her latest work is Americana, NAH, 2013, which is an unsightful portrayal of the Nigerian immigrant life and race relations in America and the Western world. So this was the detail of Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Then Aminata Forna, A-M-I-N-A-T-T-A, Aminata Forna. Aminata Forna is born in Glasgow, and her first novel, The Devil That Danced on Water, is an extraordinarily brave account of her family's experience and her father's tragic fate as a political descendant. ये 2003 की थी, The Devil That Danced on Water. The Memory of Love, 2010, juxtaposes personal stories of love and loss within the wider context of the devastation of the Civil War, and was awarded for some prize of fiction, which is also very popular, The Memory of Love. She's also known for her other novels like Girl Rising, Ancestor Stones, etc. Then next is Alain Mab Ancon, Alain-Mab-Ancon. He basically is a writer who originates from the Republic of Congo and has written works primarily in French and are well known for their wit, sharp satire, and insightful social commentary into both Africa and African immigrants in France. Known for Broken Glass, known for Black Bazaar, Broken Glass and Black Bazaar. Then the next author I'm going to discuss with you is Jeet Thayil, Jeet, Jeet, Thayil, who is an established poet who recently turned his hand to prose. And his debut novel was Narcopolis, which won many awards and was listed for the 2012 Man Booker Prize. Narcopolis focuses on the underbelly of the city of Mumbai and the dissolute and despaired individuals who populate the margins of the society. It is a world of option and opium and heroin addiction. Then a great author, German literature. In my offline class, I also teach German literature. German literature बहुत बड़ा आपको नहीं पढ़ना है. Few authors which are important for NET. The number one author is Thomas Mann, The Magic Mountain, and one of the most influential works of the 20th century German literature. It became a much shorter narrative like of Death in Venice, and the outbreak of the First World War interrupted work on this book. It opens in the decade before the World War I, and its central protagonist is Hans Castorp. Magic Mountain की बात कर रहा हूं मैं. Hans Castorp, the only child of a Hamburg merchant family who has been brought up by his grandfather and uncle. Very important author, Thomas Mann. Dr. Faustus, Doctorfaustus, again by Thomas Mann. And the novel is the reshaping of the Faust legend. The reshaping. And the story centers on the life and the work of the composer Adrian Leverkusen. And the narrator is his friend Serenus Zietblum. Then Death in Venice, which is a novella by Thomas Mann. It was first published as Der Tod in Venedig, DERTODINVENEDIG. And this work represents a great writer who suffers from writer's block, who visits Venice and who becomes obsessed with a stunningly beautiful youth. And meanwhile, Venice and the writer himself succumb to a cholera plague. Death in Venice is an intellectual, intertextual work. And the chief sources, हर एक पॉइंट जो मैं आपको पढ़ा रहा हूं, सब पॉइंट्स पे क्वेश्चन आ चुके हैं नेट पे और आते रहेंगे. The chief source of Death in Venice are derived from Plato's Symposium and Phaedrus. Plato's Symposium and Phaedrus. And second, the Nietzschean contrast between the god of restraint. The main characters of Death in Venice, Gustav von Aschenbach, she became widowed at a young age. Then, after Thomas Mann, I moved to a well-known name in the international world of German, Gunter Grass. पूरा नाम था Gunter Wilhelm Grass, a German novelist, a poet, a dramatist, a illustrator, a graphic artist, and a recipient of the Nobel Prize of Literature of 1999. He was born in the free city of Danzig, best known for the first novel, The Tin Drum. And it was the first book of Danzig trilogy. कितनी बार नेट में आ चुका है Danzig trilogy. The other two being Cat and the Mouse and the Dog Years. ये ट्रायलॉजी है 3, इसको बोलते हैं Danzig trilogy. पहली हो गई The Tin Drum, दूसरी हो गई Cat and Mouse, तीसरी हो गई Dog Years. And these 3 books collectively is known as Danzig trilogy and focus on the rise of Nazism and how the World War II affected Danzig. Clear? So students, हम आपसे पूछना भूल गए, जैसे मैं बीच में पूछता हूं कि ये जो मैं आपको पढ़ा रहा हूं, आर यू एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड, हैव यू एवर रेड ऑल दीज थिंग्स? क्योंकि अब बहुत समय बीत गया है, आप लोग सब एमए स्टूडेंट्स हो, तो आपको ऐसा लगा आपने कभी ओरिजिनल पेपर्स को सॉल्व किया है? क्योंकि जिन भी स्टूडेंट्स ने ओरिजिनल पेपर्स को सॉल्व किया होगा, वो जितने भी ये जितना भी हम पढ़ा रहे हैं उनको वो हैरान हो जाएंगे कि सर हमने तो ये सब कुछ देखा है. और जब आपका एग्जाम आता है, जब आप नया प्रश्न लेके आते हैं, यू फाइंड कि सर का सारा पढ़ाया हुआ क्लास में हमारे सामने था, और अगर हमने इसको ठीक से पढ़ा होता तो हम इसको कर लेते, मैं भूल गई थी. सो स्टूडेंट, जरा से मुझे आप इंटरैक्टिव हुए, थोड़ा सा इंटरैक्टिव हुई. मैं बार बार आपसे कहता हूं इंटरैक्टिव होइए, otherwise it should not be a monologue, it should be a dialogue. So just give me something. Yes, I read these writers, sir. Okay, Sushmita. Other students, जितने भी स्टूडेंट्स लाइव हैं, सब जरा लिखें. हमको सिर्फ ये बताएं कि अभी तक जो मैंने 6-7 ऑथर्स का नाम लिया, उनमें से आप कितने ऑथर्स को जानते थे और कितने वर्क्स को आप जानते थे? बस थोड़ा सा ही मुझे बताएं, ठीक रहेगा. हमें जल्दी से टाइप करें. ओके, आप लोगों ने, जितने लोगों ने भी लिखा है अपने अपने वो, दिस मीन्स कि अनडाउटेडली यू विल बी बेनिफिटेड बाय दिस लेक्चर, बिकॉज ज्यादातर लोगों ने बहुत कुछ नहीं सुना है. नेक्स्ट, जेरेमी कॉलियर. जेरेमी कॉलियर का वर्क का नाम है शॉर्ट व्यू ऑफ द इमोरलिटी एंड प्रोफेननेस ऑफ द इंग्लिश स्टेज. and Jeremy Collier published his anti-theater pamphlet in March 1698 and attacked a number of dramatists like William Wycherley, John Dryden, William Congreve, John Vanbrugh, and Thomas Durfee. Who has introduced the concept of contact zone? ये क्वेश्चन है आपके लिए स्टूडेंट्स, हमें इमीडिएटली जवाब दीजिए. Who has introduced the concept of contact zone? मुझे नाम बताइए. कॉन्टैक्ट जोन का कंसेप्ट किसने दिया है? मैरी लुइस प्रैट, MARYLOUISEPRATT, introduced the concept of contact zone, and Mary Louise Pratt used this term to refer to social spaces where culture meet, clash, and grapple with each other in content with the relations of power, such as colonialism, slavery, and aftermaths. She describes a site for linguistics and cultural encounters wherein power is negotiated, is neglected, and struggle occurs. And the purpose is to contrast with ideas of community that underlie much of the thinking about the language, communication, and culture that is done in the academies. And she takes the issue with the notion of communities as imagined entities. Contact zone पे क्वेश्चन आता है. Then, who has written In the Castle of My Skin? अगर आपको आता है तो इमीडिएट टाइप करिए In the Castle of My Skin. This question has been asked since times immemorial by a great man, a great author, which is this novel is also an autobiographical novel which is set in the 1930s, 1940s, and in a village known as Barbados, where the author was born and he was raised up also. The name is George Lamming. George Lamming's In the Castle of My Skin. And the book's title is taken from a couplet in Derek Walcott's early work, जिसका नाम है Epitaph for the Young 12 Canto. ये पूछ चुके हैं कि ये जो टाइटल है ये कहां से ली गई है टाइटल. So the book's title is taken from a couplet in Derek Walcott's early work known as Epitaph for the Young, that is Canto number 12. And it is a coming of age novel and is an autobiographical novel of childhood and adolescence within against the alienation from oneself. It is an elegiac account of a village growth into awareness in the late colonial period. So कभी समय मिलेगा तो इसको पढ़िए कभी. नहीं हनीफ कुरैशी नहीं है, गलत. Now I'll tell you about a name जिसका कि शायद आपने नाम तो सुना हो लेकिन इसका मीनिंग आपको ना आता हो. Subaltern studies, SUBALTERN, subaltern studies. Subaltern studies is a group of South Asian scholars interested in the post-colonial and post-imperial stories. It is an allusion to the work of Italian Marxist Antonio Gramsci and refers to any person or group of inferior rank and because of race, of class, of gender, of sexual orientation, ethnicity, or religion. सैबॉल्टर्न, शायद आपने नाम सुना हो, कभी पढ़ा हो. These are very important things. Then एक term है fourth world literature. What is fourth world literature? Fourth world literature, the term refers to the written work of native people living in a land that has been taken over by the non-natives, and they are the original indigenous inhabitants, those who existed before Europeans or other colonizers invaded, occupied, or otherwise conquered and settled their homelands. Native people of America, Aboriginals of Australia, Maoris of New Zealand, nations of Canada, Dalits, tribes of India are considered as people of fourth world. Okay. Then एक नॉवेल है जिसका नाम है पोजीशन, POSSESSION. शायद मैंने आपको पहले कभी बताया होगा. A.S. ब्याथ, A.S. ब्याथ, A.S. ब्याथ की है पोजीशन. अ पोजीशन, जिसका पूरा नाम है पोजीशन अ रोमांस, is a 1990 best-selling novel that won the Booker Prize, and the novel explores the postmodern concerns of the similar novels which are often characterized as historiographic metafiction. And the novel follows two modern day academics as they research the paper around the previously unknown love life between the famous fictional poets Randolph Henry and Christabel Lamotte. थोड़ा थोड़ा आपको ये याद रह जाएगा तो आपको टिक करने में, ऑप्शन को ढूंढने में बहुत मदद होगी. अगर कुछ नहीं आता होगा तो आप दिक्कत होती है उसमें. Then Margaret Lawrence की है The Stone Angel. It is the best known series of novels set in the fictitious town of Manawaka, Manitoba. And this novel is set in the past and the present day. Tells the story of, I'm not remembering the name of the protagonist, and in the, you can say, the themes of this thing. इसकी स्टोरी मैं थोड़ा सा रिकलेक्ट नहीं कर पा रहा हूं, बट इतना ध्यान रखिएगा कि मार्गरेट लॉरेंस की जो स्टोन एंजल है उस पर बहुत क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. मैं रिकलेक्ट करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूं लेकिन याद नहीं आ रहा है. Then we go to The Mysteries of Udolpho. The Mysteries of Udolpho by Anne Radcliffe, which was published in 4 volumes. And in her fourth and the most popular novel, which follows the fortunes of Emily, who suffers among misadventures the death of her father. It is cited as a Gothic novel, The Mysteries of Udolpho, along with Radcliffe's novel, The Romance of the Forest, which plays a major role in Jane Austen's Northanger Abbey. तो ये नेट एसेंट्रिक पैटर्न मैंने आपको सिखाया कि कितनी चीजें एक दूसरे से जुड़ी हुई हैं, उसमें से वो क्वेश्चन बना के देते हैं. द कैसल ऑफ एट्रेंटो by Horace Walpole, which was written in 1764 during his tenure, as he was basically fascinated with the Strawberry Hill Castle. तो इनकी भी स्टोरीज को थोड़ा सा देखना पड़ता है. देन एक याद होगा आपको थी केक्स एंड एल, CAKES एंड ALE. तो ये सब नोट करते जाइए कि जब भी आपको समय मिलेगा इसको भी जरूर देखना है. देन एक नॉवेल के बारे में बहुत पूछा जाता है, द कैसल, written by a 1926 novel by Franz Kafka. Franz Kafka is very, upmarket in net. And the protagonist arrives in a village land, struggles to gain access to the mysterious authorities who govern it from a castle. इसीलिए उसका नाम है The Castle. Then a name in British literature जो शायद हमने उस समय नहीं पढ़ाया होगा डिटेल में, क्योंकि हर चीज हम डिटेल में नहीं ले सकते, आप लोग के साथ टाइम नहीं होता उतना. फिलिप लार्किन. फिलिप लार्किन, a poet, a novelist who was a librarian. The first book of Philip Larkin, The North Ship, which was followed by novels known as Till, T-I-L-L, and the second novel was A Girl in White. Then the second book of poetry which came out is The Less Deceived, The Wits and Weddings, and High Windows. He used to contribute to the Daily Telegraph. He was offered the Poet Laureate in 1984, but declined following the death of the Poet Laureate Sir John Benjamin. Erich Homburger. Erich Homburger called Philip Larkin, in quote unquote, the saddest heart in the post-war supermarket. Quote unquote में बोला था उसको फिलिप लार्किन को एरिक हॉम्बर्गर ने कि ही इज द सैडेस्ट हार्ट इन द पोस्ट वॉर सुपरमार्केट. You must have heard, you must have read his famous poem, Church Going, in your MA English course. A well-known poem named by Philip Larkin is Toads, T-O-A-D-S. Toads, Church Going is very famous. Church Going जरूर पढ़िएगा. और जो इसकी पोएम कलेक्शन है जिसका नाम है द लेस डिसीव्ड, द लेस डिसीव्ड, ये जो टाइटल है ना द लेस डिसीव्ड, इट वॉज फ्रॉम अ रिमार्क मेड बाय ओफिलिया इन शेक्सपियर्स प्ले हैमलेट. और वो लाइन है, आई वॉज द मोर डिसीव्ड. ही विश टू कन्वे हिज व्यू that poetry was a realistic interpretation of life, and his poems explore modern attitudes to work, love, and death. Larkin knew that the human senses sometimes deceive the human beings because the expectations which our sense experiences arouse in us do not always, you can say, tally with what we subsequently experience. एक पोएम उसने लिखी है, उसका नाम है गोइंग, G-O-I-N-G. This poem Going is about death, which offers a negative image of being. So Philip Larkin has also been coming time and again. एक उसकी पोएम है Next Please, N-E-X-T, please, which is written in a colloquial style, and its title is a piece of black comedy, and its dominant image, which is a ship, is based on the popular some popular phrase. Then उसका एक collection है The Wits and Weddings. These poems clearly show the influence of the changing social and cultural climate of England. It also shows the impact of mass consumerism, which was in vogue at that time. So, हम आपको इस तरीके से पढ़ा रहे हैं कि कम से कम आपको ये पता तो रहे कि हमें कहां पे क्या क्या पढ़ना है और जो छूट रहा है शायद इन चीजों से आप उस चीज को कवर अप कर सकती हैं। पता तो होना चाहिए ना, पता ही स्टूडेंट्स को पता ही नहीं होता कि हमें पढ़ना क्या है, इन स्पाइट दैट दे हैव सो मच मैटर विद देम। Then next, Simone de Beauvoir. Simone de Beauvoir is known for her metaphysical novel She Came to Stay and The Blood of Others by Simone de Beauvoir explores the nature of the individual responsibility, telling a love story between the two young French students participating in the resistance that is in the World War II. It explores the themes of freedom and responsibility. She Came to Stay is a novel which is a fictional account of her and Jean-Paul Sartre's relationship with Olga Kosaviz and Wanda. बहुत peculiar सा नाम है, I'm not able to spell it or remember it even. You have to just remember that She Came to Stay is a novel which is a fictional account of her and Jean-Paul Sartre's relationship with some two other names, two females. And it is set in Paris on the eve of and during World War II. And the novel revolves around a person, not able to remember the name again, whose open relationship with the partner, and the partner name also I'm not able to remember. So that is not actually important. The name of the partners is not important. Then there is a name Mandarins, Mandarins, the Mandarins. This book follows the personal lives of a close-knit group of the French intellectuals, and the title refers to the scholar bureaucrats of the Imperial China. इनकी एक बहुत पॉपुलर वो भी है, द एथिक्स ऑफ एम्बिग्विटी, आप पढ़ लीजिएगा उसको, द एथिक्स ऑफ एम्बिग्विटी. So anything would you like to write here? Message me. All these works are to be read in the process of time. I have always told you students that because the syllabus is infinite and we have to do smart studies, so what I'm doing here with all of you is to make you adept in the art of smart studies in the given period of time. And it is actually a process. आप एग्जाम एक देंगे, दो देंगे, you will continue your studies without even breaking for 1 week. And then the result will come. It is not a one-day process. And the reason is that your mind, your faculty has some boundaries. So in that boundaries, you have to fill up, you have to nourish yourself, and it takes time. ऐसा थोड़ी है कि आप 24 घंटे में 14 घंटे पढ़ लें और 1400 वर्क्स को याद कर लें. नो, इट टेक्स सेटलमेंट. सो ऐसे ही आपको उसको पढ़ना है. Okay, so this is fine that most of the students have written that this lecture was good for them and they could understand that what to read, and how to settle down in their mind. So I'll just just one second. Yes. Have you ever heard the name of Afternoon Rag? If somebody has heard the name, can you just type the name of the author? Afternoon Rag. Who has written this book, Afternoon Rag? Yes, someone. The lecture was very informative, and from time to time, I always try to be. Every lecture has to be informative. Some. Yes, correct. Amit Chaudhary has written Afternoon Rag, and Amit Chaudhary की ये second book थी, and this book is set in Oxford, Mumbai, and even Calcutta, and the entire book is written in the first person, and the protagonist is an Italian student studying at Oxford, and his parents live in Mumbai but reallocate permanently to Calcutta towards the end of the narrative. So इस तरीके से आपको छोटे छोटे पीसेस में आपको चीजें को जानना होगा. आफ्टरनून राग बाय चौधरी. Then I'll teach you here the next in little bit detail, because she's a big writer, a great writer, Mina Alexander, who has been always considered, received lot of critical attention in the past decades, shuttled between the multiple places, even a lot many places of India, Sudan, Britain, and United States. She is adept in the art of speaking, understanding many languages like English, Hindi, French, Malayalam, Arabic, and has also written in the multiple genres, from poetry to literary criticism, from memoirs to fiction. She was born in my city, Allahabad, in 1951, and she grew up in Sudan, making regular trips back to her grandparents' home in Kerala. She did her PhD in Romanticism from the University of Nottingham, England, and she taught in Delhi and Hyderabad for a few years. And हम लोग डायरेक्ट उनके वर्क्स पे चलते हैं. द स्टॉर्म, नाइट सीन, द गार्डन, हाउस ऑफ 1,000 doors, House of a Thousand Doors is a collection of poetry mixed with imaginary letters to her grandmother and mother, as well as short lyrical prose pieces. Then Mina Alexander's poems often focus on the personal as well as the political, which is evident in the poems of River and Bridge. River and Bridge. The poems in the collection have titles like Reallocation, News of the World, Prison Cell, etc. Apart from the different volumes of poetry she has written, she has also written 2 novels, Nampali Road and The Manhattan Music. Alexander has also written the memoir Fault Lines, ये पूछा गया था, and the mixed genre known as The Shock of Arrival. Fault Lines में मीना अलेक्जेंडर ने रिलेट किया है that how all the cities that she has shuttled between since her childhood, that is South, Tiruvalla, Allahabad, Pune, Nottingham, Hyderabad, Delhi, etc., 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 constitute her past and the present identity. ये सभी उसके घर थे. So, मेरा एक बहुत एक मेरी इच्छा है, अगर आप लोग कहिए तो मैं उस चीज को करूं, मैं मतलब कोशिश करके देखा जा सकता है, और वो है कि एक सेशन हमारा, हम चाहते हैं पर्सनली कि टेस्ट सीरीज राउंड हो. टेस्ट सीरीज राउंड में हम आपको क्वेश्चंस बोलेंगे, या अगर हमारे पास वो क्या बोलते हैं उसको, यहां पे हम आपको वो दिखाएंगे प्रोजेक्टर से. प्रोजेक्टर से हमारा समय बचेगा. आई विल शो यू द क्वेश्चन विद द ऑप्शंस एंड यू विल नॉट नोट डाउन एनीथिंग क्योंकि टाइम नहीं होगा. यू विल जस्ट सी द क्वेश्चन, यू विल सी द ऑप्शंस एंड यू विल जस्ट राइट द आंसर इन योर कॉपी. इस तरीके से हमें जहां पे जो जो बताना होगा वो बताता भी जाऊंगा. एंड आई विल डिस्कस विद यू सर्टेन क्वेश्चंस which will be very new, very different, very dynamic, and it will actually be needing your concentration level. उससे आपको पता चलेगा कि आप कितने पानी में हो. तो अगर आपको ऐसा लगता है कि I should give this session to you, then कल का दिन हम लोग निर्धारित कर लेते हैं. इसमें कोई एज फैक्टर नहीं होगा कि कोई 64 से क्वेश्चन होगा या वहां से होगा, इसकी कोई गारंटी नहीं है. इट कैन बी फ्रॉम एनीवेयर. सो if all of you agree, then tomorrow's session I will keep a test series round. Be ready with a pen and paper, and I will be ready with the projector here with the questions coming here, and you have to just note down your options. लास्ट में हमें ट्रूथफुली हमें आप बताएंगे कि सर कितना क्वेश्चन सही हुआ हमारा, and that will be noted in my diary also. If all of you agree, then those students who are live here just drop a yes or no. That's all. और एक चीज ध्यान रखिएगा, कमिंग मंडे whatever the date is coming Monday. I will be not taking the class because my technical team is absent due to certain reasons. So without the technical support, it is technically not possible to take the class. So Monday, remember that there will be no class coming Monday. Okay. So all of you are ready. All of you have given a yes. So I'll also be ready with the question round, and you be ready with your a lot of reading you can do from my books, crash course here and there, and come prepared tomorrow. Okay, students, take care.